Oh, hi guys. It's your girl, aka Lotus Spice. And today we're gonna talk about renter's insurance. Now, how are you guys doing, right? For me, it's been very busy, I must say. And remember now, I did say bi-weekly, right? Because there's so much happening, and I'm sure you're busy too, right? To all my migrants, those who are still migrating here to the US, I'm sure you realize how much it can seem like a whirlwind whenever you migrate, right? How much things you have to take in, do, complete, and figure out all on your own. But not to worry, some of these things I'm here to help and here to guide you and just to keep you updated. Now today we're gonna talk about what is rental insurance. And this was one of the things that when I just migrated here to the US, I was a little bit perplexed because coming from an island outside the US, I was definitely not accustomed to this practice, right? Whenever you're gonna lease somewhere, you have to get insurance for your property. And a lot of times you have to have this insurance in majority of the states here in the US. The only state that does not require it, and it's illegal for a homeowner or a landlord to require before they actually lease you a home or apartment, is Oklahoma. Otherwise, every other state, they are gonna require you to have renter's insurance. And of course you have homeowners insurance, but that's for another topic. Today we're just going to talk about rental and leasing. Okay, so here are the 5 tips that you should know when you're leasing or renting a property, and the reason for rental insurance. So the reason for rental insurance is to protect your personal belongings, because God forbid if anything should happen while you're renting or leasing property that you're at, the landlord won't be responsible or held accountable to replace your personal belongings just in case there's a loss. So we're talking about loss in case there's a theft, right, of your property, vandalism of your property, fire, say in case wherever you live or rent, if there should be a flood, whatever it is, and there's a flooding due to plumbing, then this is when you would make a claim and you would receive a payout to obtain or repurchase your personal belongings or compensate you for your loss of your personal items. Okay. Number 1 is for renter's insurance. What you should know is that all the states in the US require this insurance. Only one state that doesn't require it, and it's Oklahoma. Every other state thereafter requires rental insurance. Okay, so it's a must. There is no up under. You should have renter's insurance, and this is something as a migrant you may not be aware of, like I said earlier, but I'm here to break it down. You have to get it, and it's to protect your belongings. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that this rental insurance is not necessarily required by law in many states, right? However, many landlords require this before they'll lease their property to you. Okay, that's number 2. And number 3, rental insurance is usually applied to the state that you're in. So for example, you're going to move from Florida to New York. You're expected to close this insurance that you have here in Florida and obtain a new insurance in New York, California, or wherever it is that you're going, Georgia, wherever it is that you're going, because these policy varies from state to state and their coverage may vary from state to state. Number 4 is if your landlord require you having a rental insurance before they approve your lease, then you must get that rental insurance. Okay, there's no going up under this requirement. It's a must if your landlord required before they close the deal of you getting this lease. All right, so that's number 4. And number 5, or last and final, but by no means the least in importance, is if you should lose your belongings, whether in a fire or being robbed or just being vandalized. And I say this to say, God forbid, you leave your home or your dwelling and you come home and you realize you've been robbed or there's been a fire, this is when you'd reach out to your rental insurance and make a claim and file for these damages, and that's when they'll recompensate you after they do their investigation, because usually they do, then thereafter they will recompensate you. So these are your 5 points, and 5 points that I'm going to share with you. What is rental insurance that you must know or have an idea in case you're confused and wondering what this is. Because the thing is, I was asked by a colleague, a past colleague, who is migrating here to the US, and she was a little bit confused because she wasn't sure what this rental insurance is. Is it a must? Or does she have to do it, or can it be overlooked? You know, and I had to explain to her in the most basic term. I was like, you know, if you migrate with 2 underwears or 2 undergarment and that's all you have, and God forbid you lose it or you come home and it's lost, and you know, then this is where you could make a file or claim and repossess your undergarments. You see what I mean? So I had to make it very basic for her to understand. But yes, that's pretty much it in the simplest form. Whatever you have, or whatever valuables, whatever it is, you can make your claim, because they're gonna ask you how much you think your valuables, and you're gonna give them an estimation, and based on that estimation they'll know if something should happen, how much they have to pay you out. And usually these rental insurance is not too costly. Like oftentimes it's somewhere between $5, maybe even less than $5, maybe even $4, $5 to $10, $12. Nothing too exorbitant, right? But then every mickle make a muckle. And I did tell you, if you've been watching me, following me, I did tell you that when you migrate sometime to these first world countries, you'll find yourself paying bills that you even never know existed. Like there'll be bills. And I'm not exaggerating. You'll find yourself having so much bills, sometimes you'll have to wonder if, you know, if that's the order of the day. But that's all I'm gonna share with you today, guys, on rental insurance. And drop a comment below if you have any idea or any point that you think I've missed and I could have highlighted, and a point that you think you could share so we all can learn. Okay, so drop a comment below. And it's your girl Lotus Spice, and I'll see you soon. The next time we speak, I'm probably gonna talk about the homeowner's insurance, right? So when you migrate, if you end up having a home or whatever it is, what homeowners insurance is all about. And to all my subscribers, thank you. Big up yourself. It's been a while, but thank you guys. Thank you. And newcomer, thanks for stopping by. Mikey, thank you. Farron, thank you. Carrie, thank you. And to all my new subscribers, thanks for joining us. Hang around some more with us, right? To learn, share your views and thoughts, all right? So I'll see you soon, and I'm out. Peace.